Look, I think it's pretty clear that the Democrats have put America in a very bad spot, a vulnerable position. And now we have this breaking news this morning, something our viewers were well aware of, that Hillary Clinton made up a story to take down her political operative, Donald Trump. Back in 2016, Democrat paid operatives illegally hacked their political opponents' communications during a presidential campaign and then did it again to a sitting president. Your reaction to what we learned this morning about Russia hoax lie?
Well, this is absolutely outrageous. And when you look at Durham's pleadings in the Michael Sussman case, he is basically laying out a case of where a number of laws have been broken by the Clinton campaign and where people are being protected by Sussman's lawyers. In fact, the pleading is about trying to convince Michael Sussman and the court that he's not being well served by his own lawyers because they're, in fact, protecting the Clinton campaign and others in the allegations of their bias. So the pleading set out, though, as you just indicated, that Durham has evidence of compromising of computer systems in an attempt to try to basically frame the president of the United States as having Russia ties. Now, I think that this is going to lead in the end to Brennan, Clapper, and Comey. I think that what we see is not just, political shenanigans or opposition research that you would see in the normal, campaigns where people are trying to find information out about their opponents. This is where government is being used, where information that's political opposition research that is false is being made up, is trying to be placed into the government, into the FBI, to undertake criminal investigations that are absolutely false. This is a whole new level of corruption and is of grave concern.
Yeah, and we want to know when exactly Jim Comey and Clapper and Brennan started working with the Hillary Clinton campaign to take down her adversary. But frankly, these actions are characteristic of a third world dictatorship, not a democracy. So my question to you is, Adam Schiff, your colleague on the left, the Democrats have been in charge of the House since 2018. They not only have ignored, but actually denied the intelligence confirming that Hillary Clinton created the Russia hoax and used the Obama-Biden administration to spy on Trump. Will you, if you become chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, if the GOP takes the majority in November, will you hold hearings to finally reveal the truth? What will you do?
Absolutely. We have to get to the truth. I mean, this is a threat to our democracy itself. It doesn't matter really which political campaign this is or which political party this is. This is so wrong and allegations of such level of illegal activity that goes directly to our faith in our own government, that the truth must be found. Durham is doing a great job. I appreciate that he's got this in the court system and is trying to bring this to light. But we have to get to the bottom of this. We have to find the answers so this never happens again. So we never have Americans having to distrust their own government because of the politicalization of the FBI, of our intelligence community. This is very wrong. This is very, very much a danger. And it doesn't matter which side of the aisle this is. Everyone should be outraged and everyone should want to get to the bottom of this.
But are you going to make sure to get to the bottom of it? Congressman, I've got to tell you, people are sick and tired of things like this happening with absolutely no accountability. We know that the FBI knew that the dossier was a bunch of bunk. We know that because there was a 3-day interview back in January of 2017 where the FBI interviewed Danchenko, the subsource of the dossier, and he said, oh, no, we made it up. We embellished it. It was friends having beers. We were just joking around. And yet that dossier was used as a part of an actual official intelligence report. The media ran with it. When will we see accountability?
Right. And I think that's what's so important about what Durham is doing, because, as you look, and we all do, for accountability, this is a criminal case that he's brought in federal court. Durham is laying out the information of his very exhaustive and I believe thorough investigation. We will certainly use every tool that we have in the Intelligence Committee, and I think certainly Jim Jordan on the Judiciary Committee and others will make certain that we use every aspect of congressional power to get to the bottom of this. But there is accountability as these criminal cases move forward. Durham's getting to the bottom of this. He's bringing forth allegations, although very troubling, are a result of his investigation, and they're in criminal court, and that's where accountability can be found.
All right, real quick, Congressman, before you go, if we see Russia invade Ukraine,